Hello and welcome back to Retfurb. So on today's video we're just going to do a quick service on Shimano LX M570 shifters. So first thing I'm going to do is just remove these cables. So these cables are pretty knackered, to be honest, so I'm just going to cut them off, just make it easier to work on them. So first thing I need to do, there's some small little sort of grub screws that cover the part where the cable goes in and out. So this just needs to be removed first, so then we can get the small piece of cable that was cut off out, and then we can proceed to go on to the next stage. So as you can see, they're a bit grubby, not too bad. They work okay, to be fair. They're a little bit sticky, so they just need a bit of a clean up, to be honest. The windows are a little bit sort of scratched and bad, so I'm just going to polish them up a little bit, not going too mad. It's not a restoration video, it's just a basic how to service them and strip them down. So I'm just going to wipe them down first with some soapy water in a spray bottle, just get rid of most of the mud and dirt and everything that's on the outside of them, and then we can degrease them before we strip them down. So this is a solvent based degreaser and a brush. I'm just going to go over the outside and just clean them up before we take the parts off. Just makes it a little bit easier when we strip them down, so there's no sort of dirt and that on there, making it harder to undo anything. So now removing the Allen key bolt, which bolts that onto the handlebars, and then the cable adjusting screw part, that just needs to come out. And then the window display part, that's held on by 3 Phillips crosshead screws. And then you can see that there's a little bit of grime and stuff in behind there that we need to clean off. So again, just using the water and soap just to wipe the mud off first. And just scraping some of the worst parts out with the screwdriver. And then going in with a toothbrush and just clean it up a little bit more. And then we can separate the 2 parts of the housings. So first we need to take off the small little cap underneath, which is held on by 1 screw, and then the 2 housing parts are held together by 3 Phillips crosshead screws. Once they're removed, you can separate it, and then the main mechanism is then exposed. So first of all, we're going to clean the lid, so just scraping that off with the toothbrush and some solvent based degreaser to get rid of any of the old grease and grime and dirt. So obviously this is just a quick how-to video, nothing in depth, not a full restoration as said before, just going around showing you the procedure of opening it up, cleaning it, and just getting it working all okay again. So you can separate this small display window, you can open it up even more and clean it out, but it was okay, it wasn't too bad. It's just a bit of dirt and that on the outside, so I'm just going to clean that off. And then I will, later on in the video, just polish up that window a little bit better. Now, like I say, it won't be perfect, but it'll just make it a little bit better to, you know, see what you're doing on there. And now just brushing off the inside of the mechanism, just going around with a bit of degreaser, just cleaning that off, and just moving the mechanism, making sure there's nothing sort of stuck in there. And then we can go in with some wet lube. This is the wet lube that I like to use a lot on things like this. It's ideal, it gets in all around the mechanism, and it's perfect for shifters. And now we can put the housings back together. So again, there's just 3 screws that bolt these 2 back together. And then a small cap to go on underneath, which is just held on by 1 single screw. So just making sure that it's all moving okay and everything's working before I come to bolt that back on shortly. So now, as I've been saying, I'm going to polish this window up a little bit. Now, I keep saying it, I know, but it isn't going to be perfect. It's just going to bring it back a little bit better. Ideally, these would be fully refurbed, but I'm not doing that on this video. I'm just cleaning them up, making them look a bit better, just giving them a general service. So now we can bolt that piece back on, which is just held on by 2 screws at the top. And that's it, that's all done. That's how to service the shifters and get them back to working how they should be. I hope this has helped someone in doing this procedure. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video, it's really appreciated. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.